If you saw any of this week's shorts about the 33 laws, this is the full breakdown. Most people believe billionaires know something they don't. A secret strategy. A hidden playbook. But here's the question. If strategy is what separates billionaires from everyone else, why do so many people with MBAs and business plans stay broke while high school dropouts build empires? The truth is simple. Strategy changes every season. The one thing billionaires follow, the law that works in any industry, in any economy, and in any era, has nothing to do with business strategy. We are back again with another powerful lesson from the Diary of a CEO, 33 Laws of Business and Life by Stephen Bartlett. Welcome to W&M Insights, where we talk about money, mindset, and growth. Stephen Bartlett dropped out of university at 18. By the age of 28, he had built 2 companies worth more than $600 million combined. He became the youngest dragon ever on BBC's Dragon's Den. His podcast, The Diary of a CEO, now reaches more than 50 million people every month. But when Bartlett sat down to write his 33 laws, he didn't fill the book with marketing tactics or growth hacks. Instead, he started with something much more fundamental. The first law. The foundation every other law is built upon. And it's something most people get completely backwards. He calls it, fill your 5 buckets in the right order. Most people fill their buckets upside down. They chase money first, then reputation, then maybe relationships. And if there's any time left, they work on their skills and knowledge. The result? A life that may look successful on the outside, but feels empty on the inside. Or worse, a life that falls apart the moment the money stops. Here's what Bartlett discovered after interviewing hundreds of the world's most successful people. Billionaires fill their buckets in a specific order, and that order changes everything. Bucket 1, knowledge, what you know before you earn. The first bucket is knowledge, not formal education. After all, Bartlett himself is a university dropout. He's talking about genuine understanding, the kind you earn through experience, through reading, through failure, through curiosity, and through asking difficult questions. Here's why this bucket comes first. Every dollar you earn before you know what you're doing is a dollar you could eventually lose. Bartlett watched entrepreneurs raise millions of dollars, only to lose everything because they had money before they had understanding. They filled the 4th bucket before they filled the first. The financial lesson is simple. Before you chase a higher salary, chase understanding. Before you invest, learn what you're investing in. Before you start a business, understand the problem you're solving. Most people do the opposite. They want the paycheck first. They'll worry about learning later, if they ever do. But Bartlett found a different pattern among successful founders and business leaders. The people who last always prioritize knowledge before income. They accept the lower-paying opportunity that teaches them more. They read the book before launching the business. They build the foundation before building the house. While everyone else is impatient for the paycheck, you become patient enough to build knowledge. Because knowledge compounds exactly like money. Slowly at first, then all at once. Bucket 2. Skills, what you can do. The second bucket is skills. Once you know something, you turn that knowledge into the ability to do something. Knowledge without skill is information. Skill without knowledge is guesswork. Together they become your earning power. Bartlett's career is a perfect example of this bucket. He learned marketing at a kitchen table, with nothing more than a laptop and curiosity. Then he turned that knowledge into skill by running real campaigns, failing publicly, learning from his mistakes, and improving with every attempt. That skill built his first company. His first company led to his second. His second became the platform that introduced him to the world. Here is the money lesson. Most people try to skip this bucket entirely. They want to earn before they can perform. They apply for jobs they're not qualified for. Not because they're ambitious, but because they're impatient. They want the rewards without putting in the repetitions. The wealthy think differently. They invest in their skills long before they expect financial returns. they spend years becoming undeniable. So when opportunity finally arrives, there's very little competition. Because while everyone else was chasing quick money, they were quietly building real ability. Ask yourself this question. What skill are you building right now? Not what job do you have? Not what degree is hanging on your wall? What can you actually do that someone would gladly pay you for? And more importantly, is that skill improving every month? Or has it stayed exactly the same for the last 2 years? Because your income will rarely grow beyond the value of your skills. While others spend their free time chasing entertainment, you spend yours becoming more valuable. And every new skill you develop becomes another asset no one can ever take away from you. Bucket 3, network. Who knows what you can do? The third bucket is network. Notice where it sits. Not first. Third. Most people build their network backwards. They collect business cards. They attend networking events. They send connection requests. They fill their contact list before they have anything valuable to offer. Then they wonder why nothing happens. Bartlett's insight is uncomfortable, but it's true. Your network is a reflection of your first 2 buckets. When your knowledge is deep and your skills are undeniable, the right people begin to notice you. Not because you're the loudest person in the room, but because you're useful, because you consistently create value. Networking stops feeling like selling yourself and starts becoming a natural result of the work you've already done. The financial payoff of a strong network is enormous. Every partnership, every opportunity, every recommendation, every introduction can open doors that money alone never could. But those doors stay closed if you haven't filled the first 2 buckets. Bartlett didn't build relationships with world-class entrepreneurs, investors, and business leaders by simply asking for their time. He built something worth paying attention to first. Then the relationships followed. Fill your knowledge. Build your skills. Then, and only then, does your network become a multiplier instead of a distraction. This law alone has changed how I think about every career move and every dollar. Subscribe to W&M Insights so you don't miss what's coming next. Buckets. 4 and AMP 5. Resources and reputation, what you have and what they say. The 4th bucket is resources. Money, assets, capital. The 5th bucket is reputation. What people say about you when you're not in the room. Bartlett places resources 4th for a reason. When you fill the first 3 buckets correctly, resources arrive almost as a byproduct. You're no longer chasing money. Money begins chasing the value you've created. And when those resources arrive, you have the knowledge to manage them, the skills to grow them, and the network to multiply them. That's the difference. Many people make money. Very few know how to keep it, because they built bucket 4 before filling buckets 1, 2, and 3. Reputation comes last. Not because it's the least important, but because real reputation cannot be manufactured. It has to be earned. You can't buy it. You can't fake it. And you certainly can't rush it. People eventually discover who you really are. If your reputation is built on money alone, it disappears the moment the money disappears. But if it's built on years of knowledge, valuable skills, strong relationships, and consistent integrity, it becomes almost impossible to destroy. Here is where most people get Bartlett's 5 buckets completely backwards. They want the title before they've earned the respect. They want the expensive car before they've built valuable skills. They want recognition before they've created meaningful results. They chase status, then money, then relationships. And if there's any time left, they work on themselves. Bartlett's Law says the order is non-negotiable. First, what you know. Second, what you can do. Third, who knows you can do it. Fourth, what you have. And fifth, what people say about you. Reverse the order, and you build a life that eventually collapses. Follow the order, and you build wealth that compounds for decades. The Diary of a CEO, 33 Laws of Business and Life, is filled with powerful lessons. But the first law is the foundation every other law rests on. Most people want the resources without developing the skills. They want the reputation without earning the knowledge. They want the network without creating the value. They fill their buckets upside down and then wonder why everything keeps spilling out. The law every billionaire follows is simple. Fill your 5 buckets in the right order. Knowledge, skills, network, resources, reputation. Do that in that order, and you won't have to spend your life chasing money, because money always follows value. The truth is simple. The more value you create, the more opportunities you attract. The more opportunities you attract, the more wealth you build. And it all begins with the first bucket. If you found this valuable, subscribe to W&M Insights and continue growing with us. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.